Okay, let's take a look at the Super7 reaction figure. It is from the Thrilla crew, Thrilla Gorilla. Okay, if you know anything about this is from TMNT, I think it was. Pray for surf, excellent. I used to have that sticker on my wall back when I was in college. Surf all day since 1984, and it is, I want to say it was something, it says copyright 2024. So it's from TNC Surf Company, I think is what it was called. It was also, they made a video game that included this guy, I'm pretty sure. So I bought it because, number one, it's just too darn cool. Number two, I have a little bit of memory about this. I'm pretty sure it was a Nintendo game. I may have played it a few times. Plus, it has a surfboard, and that's the coolest thing because I got some characters over here who like surfing, or maybe they'll only take a chance at it. So the surfboard is pink on the bottom, yellow and black. I wouldn't say zebra stripes or tiger stripes, more like wasp stripes. The character is going to be probably a 5 points of articulation. He kind of reminds me of Donkey Kong. Should have got Donkey Kong in here to hang out with him. All right. So, taking him out of the clamshell. Okay, let's take a look at this cool looking ape. You got the hat, which I guess can come off. I was not thinking it should because look, he's got a hollow head. So probably a bad thing to do. I really wish they'd have made it where he could come off on purpose. We got glasses with black and blue. We got that really cool and rad checkerboard. Love checkerboard designs. My Vans were blue, black, and white, you know, checkerboarded back in the day. He's got paint on his hands. He's got the articulation going around at the arms. His head can go around 360 degrees. His legs, he can go this far forward, so he can't really sit down properly, and this far back. So not much to do with his legs. He's got those shorts with purple, yellow stripe, pink stripe on both sides. On the back, he's got some tattoos of Super7 China, 2024 Thrilla crew, and his feet are actually painted. His board, let's see if I can get it to plug into his foot. You have to do the twist grind thing. So we got that. Nice. All right, so let's compare him to Godzilla. Maybe we can do the whole Kong versus Godzilla. This is the Super7 as well. And then, of course, Mecha Godzilla. And then, of course, my bookmark, which is a surfing thing. It's the 3D thing. All right, he is just under 4 inches tall. And for the rest of the world, that is about 10 centimeters tall. Comparing to some of my absolute favorite action figures, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, he is pretty much the same size as them because even though these are supposed to be a higher scale or whatever, let's be honest, they're short. So I don't know exactly what they are. Their feet have too big of holes for the actual board, so we can't share them. Now, this wasn't just about him. I was also wanting to show you that I got another character. I'm trying to find all my turtles, and from this particular group. I think this is the 2006 line. So I found Raphael today while cleaning up, and I was like, oh good, Raphael. I got a Raph from this line, which is fantastic. I absolutely love this line. I just need to find my Leonardo figure, and I will have all 4 of the bros back together again. So he was hanging out in one of my storage bins. I still got a lot of storage bins in the building to get out, but I'll have to wait until like it gets colder. I love how they did their bodies in all different sizes. Michelangelo's the shortest. I think this one's a later model because Donatello, I don't think he looked like that originally, but I could be wrong because he doesn't have the dots in his eyes, and I think they did do that later. So I don't know if these all came out at the exact same time. This is 90500. There's no year on it. Oh, no, I'm wrong. Oh, it's a 2012. I thought it was 2006. This one's also 2012. And this one's also 2012. So I guess they are at the same time. Plus, here's a bag full of stuff that I found. And I was like, oh, I really like some of the things in here. So let's see how those work out well with him. Or one of my favorite Joes that hangs out over here all the time. And another thing I wanted to share was, I got this guy, but I may do a different video on him. He kind of looks like S.H.I.E.L.D. to me, not from Marvel Comics. Alright, so one of my favorite skateboards because it has a little robot that looks kind of like Gundam with a sword going through it. It's got not really grip tape, which makes it a little bit easier to work with. So will it go with Thrilla Gorilla? Sure. I think it's a pretty good scale for him, even though it's way bigger than him. But you know, they're not really human scaled. So it really goes with these guys. We also have some boots, which I will need to put on my G.I. Joe, because I think he originally came with those boots. The other guy, not this one. The original Duke came with, much bigger boots. Okay, so the original Duke from 1992 came with bigger boots. He stays on my desk. We got some pretty cool weapons like this sword. A different type of bow. A machete. Now, I think that came with one of the Joes from the 2000 series. This definitely came with one of the Joes. The Japanese guy. Another really cool sword. So I got lots of cool swords because swords are my favorite weapon. That's why Leonardo is my favorite. We also have a dead end, which is pretty interesting. And a very unusual sword. And we have a kitty cat. We also have earrings, because I used to pierce the guy's ears and put the earrings in. We got some khaki shorts. Let's see, will that go on Thrilla Gorilla? No. Will it go on the Turtles? No. It can go on the Joes, though. I'm trying to get to the most important thing in here, and that's not the top. Here's a Optimus Prime gun. I think this is from Star Trek. But, oh, this is Hot Rod's gun, I'm pretty sure. Alright, it moved again on me. Here's something I used to love getting when I was a kid, and I don't know if you remember these. We also had beer ones, of course. I probably got rid of the beer ones because I didn't want to have any influence on myself after, you know, because I was going through that childhood phase. I was like, I didn't care about it. I didn't know much about beer, but when I finally tasted one, I was like, ugh, it tastes like puke. Alright, kind of get these apart. So we have two different classic cans. They used to be in the 10-cent machine. Can you believe that far back? Alright, here's the 7-Up from back then. That's the way the 7-Up cans actually looked. And here's the way the Dr. Pepper cans looked. Alright, so what scale are these for? Well, they're a little bit big for this. And I used these for Barbies and Joes back in the day. So for them, nah. But for Joe, it's a little on the small side, but it, you know, in my imagination, it worked just fine. It was actually really good for the 8-inch figures, which is what Migo was. So there we go. We got him holding onto the drink can. I think it works just fine. Of course, he can't quite reach his mouth. So I guess he was like, oh, I'm going to die of thirst. So he's just going to chuck it away. So who remembers having these cans back in the day? Just curious, and if you still have them, let me know in the comments below which ones do you have, or if you remember having ones like Coors, Budweiser, whatever. I'd had some of those too. Coca-Cola, Pepsi-Cola. But for now, these two are the only ones I have, and I'm definitely keeping them in my immediate collection of stuff I want to keep close. All right, and don't forget, the main video part of this was for Thrilla Gorilla.